What was the question, Emily, for day close?
Just a second. All right, so welcome back, everybody, to the YETC Telethon. We have Daclot here. So, Daclot, would you like to introduce yourself? Say what you do for YETC?
Tatunga yomotenda. Hello, yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm so very happy to meet you today again because it's the first time to meet you. I can say nice to meet all of you here. Thanks.
Daclot, what do you do with YETC?
I do the talent development.
Um,
Talent development, yeah, talent development.
what
We develop the
is
talent.
okay? Talent for what? Can you expand on what that means? Talent development.
Yeah, I can explain it.
Yeah, can you tell everyone about the talent development? Glad if you're not saying anything, we can't hear you. Glad can you unmute and talk about the talent development? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have the problem of the network. This why.
So, Kisa or Isabel, would you want us to talk about the talent development?
Yeah, talent development is what I was saying before about talent development, where we develop the talent of the youth and the adult. Talent development, it is that we have some of the activities which is included there. Inside the talent development, we have a music dancer for youth. We have a music singer. We have a model for girls. We do drama, comedy, and filmmaking. Also, is there included scouting? Is there including? Is including also crochet and some of the creativity, hairdressing. So is that the talent development we are saying? I don't think if you understand.
Yeah, I was just wondering about yeah, the process of that. That was all.
Yeah. Is that the process of talent development? Because we are still doing every Saturday morning, we are doing a Viber on the community engagement for the all talents. So we have to showcase our talent to the community. It's not only for the center, but it is for the community so that we can recruit other people talented in the community to come to join us.
Let's see, we have Diclad back. Diclad, would you like to say more about the talent development and what the process is, or how that all works?
Yeah, yes. The problem was the network was disturbing me a lot. Yeah, I can introduce for the talent development at YTC, either in the community what we are doing. Um, is it? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, in the community, either in youth empowerment and talent center, for the talent development program, often we provide training, mentorship workshops for the different platform, and we showcase for the skills development again. That is the things we are doing here in YTC for the talent development.
And
And I don't know if you are hearing me because of the network.
yeah, we can hear you.
Yes, that is our focusedness for the identifying, nurturing, and empowering the ability of young people so that they can show their full potential to contribute the positive in the society. That is our work here.
Okay. How do you go about like finding or this, or how does one decide about uh what they want to do?
Okay, come on.
So like how do you go about like finding people for the different things? Or like how do
Okay,
you
yeah, yeah,
how
yeah.
do you develop the specific thing?
Yeah, we do the community engagement, the community awareness to find people. That is the process we did. So when we do the awareness and the community engagement, so many people are joining us, and to show them our cases, we have developed the community with the talent.
So so if somebody has a particular talent, like how do they go about um saying that they want to uh do that particular talent, or if anything like that?
Yes, and I don't know if you understand our work here for the talent development. Are you understand it?
I'm not sure. I think so, but if you want to explain a little more about it, if you're able to, feel free.
Okay, good. Thanks. That is.
So Declan, what do you like about working at YETC?
Um, the things I like for working with YTC, that is a question. The things I like to working with YTC.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yeah. The things I like to work with YTC is first of all is the commitment. The communication. They share their skills with everyone for free. They have not cost someone fees for joining them. No, I like that priority because if you'd like to join them, You will show your case for the leader. And if the leader have already see your cases, so you are free to join them, the program, because they have the different program there. So you will join which program you like for free. I like to work with YTC because they give the beneficiary freedom to work with. No tribalism, no discrimination. When you work with them, everything is there for free to develop the communities. So many nationalities are joining them for doing work together as a teamwork. So all character and behavior for YTC, I like it. So that's why I continue to work with YTC. That is in short. Thanks.
Awesome. So Declan, how long have you been working with the YETC?
Okay, good. I've been working with YTC since 2022 up to now
Okay.
2026. I mean,
Oh, okay. I was just curious. And let me see here.
yes. This 2022 up to now, I'm working with YTC. Yes, we are together with them because
Yep.
they are doing a good work, impactful work in the community. That I like it.
Yep. Hi, Kurt. So we are here with Kiza and a few of his colleagues at YETC.
Nice. Glad to have everybody here. So how are we doing with our African telethon?
Hanging in there. But yeah, we're going.
We're
So do
going.
you have any questions for anybody here? Comments, Kurt? I screen shared the website a little bit ago. But do you have any questions, comments?
Well, Emily, did we cover how to donate to the refugee camp?
I gone
Oh,
to the page on the website.
all right, so everybody sees. Do you have a link for that donation page? Is that going to go into the description of our show here?
I can do that.
All right, sounds good. And then maybe even replicate it to the comments. We want people to be able to see that. So, how are we doing going through all the aspects of the refugee camp? 300,000 refugees. There's a lot going on there. Are we covering everything?
I'm not sure, but I have to go take this right now, Kurt. So if you could keep this going.
You have to go what?
I have to go take a phone call here. So if you could keep going. I mean, each one of them sort of said what they did and at YETC and so on. So, but anything like that.
All right. So, Declad is saying, nice to meet you here. Welcome again. All right. Sounds good. All right. So, Kiza, what are we missing from sharing all the ins and outs and everything about the team here and everybody that's here from YATC? What more can we do to share with our audience what it's all about?
Yeah, I do this because I would like to be myself on the YTC Telethon. This is why I share with my colleagues, which I work with on YTC, as some of our part of YTC, we are still doing the same work. So I did not be, it is not be good to be left them the end, and they cannot know what we can go to do in the future. That is why I've bring them here and to introduce themselves. They have already do that so that they can know what we can go to do in the future about the telephone.
So are you saying that access to telephone is a future, or what are we trying to do with the telephone?
We are go is a new program we are going to open.
Okay, Declat, go ahead, Declat. What do you got?
Oh yeah, okay, thanks. Because I'd like to emphasize what Jesus says. We can say in the future, but not at all in the future. If the things we prepare to start with it from now, then to going with it in the future, maybe. According to my understanding, we can start with it from now. Then we can go with it in the future. Is it
Yes, that's that.
for the telephone program? And I would like to know if for the telephone program, if we can have the office here in Kakuma Refugee Camp, especially for the refugee lead via YETC Center, maybe we can have that office. For the telephone, maybe others, they can join that program and to going on with it. Thanks.
Okay, so let me understand this, that I'm hearing that the telephone program is something that we're going to open. So for right now, today it's not available. Like, what is the timeline of this? Like, how long do we have to wait for the telephone program? Is anybody able to answer that? Like, how long are we waiting? If it's not available today on March 6th, when on our calendar will this television program be available?
Yeah, the program can be available in this month. So you can start on next week on. Let me see the calendar first, so that we can start on it.
Okay, so wait, so when you say the telephone program, we can start in a week. I mean, is it cost prohibitive? Like we're waiting for money to come in to fund it, or what are we waiting for? Like, why are we, like when you say a week or whatever, like what determines what day it starts?
Yeah, we cannot wait in the money because we don't know the money will come when, and we can really start by the program so that the money will come after, or the fund.
Okay, Declat, what do you got?
Okay, thanks. Before all, maybe I should like to ask I should like to ask, I'd like to ask the training, if you have already trained about that program, I hope so everything will be easier to do because you'll be already trained about that program. Then we will start it even without money, without anything, whatever. So if you have that skills about that program of telephone, I hope so everything will be easier. Thanks.
So Keys, is that for you to answer, or who
Yeah,
needs to
yeah.
answer?
I want to emphasize that. So we need to know about how the telephone is working the first. So after knowing about that program, this that we go to open, and maybe we can do some of the advertisement about the new program we are going to open, because we have already know what the telephone is working. And we can invite people come to join us after knowing the program. It is why adequate have come to say we can have some of the training or the workshop so that we can understand well how the telephone is working.
Okay, so what I'm understanding, everybody, is so we have this program that's on the table, on the ready to be used, but at the same time, we're saying that it'll be ready. It could be ready in a week or more. So it sounds like it's just the efforts, like we just have to execute the plan, and it sounds like it's going to take a week or more to kind of get everything in place. But it could happen that quickly, that by next Friday it could be resembling being ready on Friday the 13th, or if it takes longer, whatever. But then we're saying we also need to advertise that this is available so we get people using the television program. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yeah, I understand. So it means maybe we can invite other people so that they can join. Other day, maybe they will like what we are going to do. And we have to talk to them to show them about the telephone. And once they are like, maybe they will have also their suggestion. We don't know. And once we have started the program, we need to have some of the requirements so that the program can be uh, really implemented.
All right, Declat, go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Kiza, for highlighting that. Even me too, I'd like to sharing my ideas for that program. Because if you invite someone to join the program, maybe I will stay like the one of that program. You know, she or he will ask me the question how it work and how the benefit of that. How will import the community about that program. Maybe that question can be to our side, and it can be bad to answer them really because we have not that training, we have not a training about that program. But if you have already get the training and the knowledge and the skills about that program, it will be easier to invite people to join the program because we will be already know how the program it work, and we will explain to them, if you join this program, you will know the things like this, no, the things like that. So my request is that again to have the training before to invite many people to join this program. My request is that only the training, after training, so we will invite people and we will explain them slowly how the program going on. That is my request. If it will be possible, so you can answer me for that request.
All right, so Kiza, do you have a response for Declat?
No, maybe you can explain him to understand well.
Well, basically what I understood is um, I'm hearing the emphasis on training. So I think what would help me, and maybe this ties into what DCLAD is driving at is how does this process work? Because we're talking about people using the telephone program. So is it the 3,000 refugees, or is this a program to have people from the outside, like myself, come in and use the program? Who is the television or who is the telephone program intended for?
As the refugees.
The refugees.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the last time we talked about training, it sounded like we can get together on Zoom here and talk about the training, but my understanding is that deploying training through Zoom is not the most friendly format. So to me, I from our last conversation, Keys, it sounded like we need to do a training somehow to get it recorded because you need to be able to have the recording offline, off the internet, available on your phone, and then you can, on the grounds of the refugee camp, figure out how to deliver that training as a standalone training piece that you guys do right at the refugee camp. Is that the right way to do it, or no?
Yeah, we are talking about that, and I was showing that, maybe we can do that with their broken phone, but the phone don't have the the biggest storage for the session or for the interview. For anyone, we will go to do that. And I was requesting to have uh, maybe a laptop, which we'll have to, or a desktop, so that we can put the recording and on it, and after finishing, we'll go to post it. After finish the interview with someone, because we can have to visit all entire refugees everywhere we have to go, so that we can do our television. And about telephone, people, they have to know first about telephone. What is the impact of telephone? And what is the benefit they will go to benefit on that program? So it is why the quote was asking about the training, so that once people come to ask about what about that program and what is the impact, or what is the benefit of that program at the end. So we'll have to explain him or her very well, so that he can understand, and maybe can join us one day on telephone.
Go ahead, Declat.
Okay, thanks, Giza. Thanks again. You say a great thing. I'd like to explain either to make the clarification for that training. That training maybe can pass for only 5 members of YETC Center, maybe 5 people. So for those 5 people, they will stay as the leader for train others to facilitate the thing, to save the time. So if 5 people, either 6 people from YTC Center knows all program, how it works, I hope many refugees will benefit because we'll explain them after getting that workshop online. So everything will be easier and the program will be implementation as well to make the impactful in our communities, because so many refugees are not even to hearing about the telephone program. Wonderful. Maybe it will be the first time to hearing about that program. And if they come physically at the center and to see how that program is running as well, because you will be already qualified to work with that telephone program. So everything, it will be easier for many refugees to join us even without to invite them. Themselves, they will come to see how the program is running on, then they will join themselves without even to invite them. So if it will be possible even to have that, even the second hand devices like a desktop, as Giza said, to make the program to be easier to be published, either to be posted for many refugees, it will be good for us to implement that program. Okay, thanks again.
All right, so keys, and well, and all everybody here, everybody watching, let me. I have to get my settings right here. I want to show you, Kiza, we've talked about the Great Discovery. So, what I'm thinking is the Great Discovery is the world's largest learning platform, can help do the training, including what DCLAT was talking about, having 5 people, at the YET Center training at a time. I'm just kind of enabling us all on here to be able to screen share. Let's see here, advanced share. Let's see here, all participants. Okay, let me see if that took care. I want to share my screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. So basically, I'm logged into my course creation, my we can call it my training development portal, or my dashboard. So basically, being a creator of courses at the Great Discovery, I'm able to come into my dashboard and click on this onboard a new course. This could be a new course for the television program or for the telephone program. And so basically, I take on the agreement to do all of this with all of you. And then we put a course title here about, we're training about the telephone program. Now, when I do this training would be available to people all around the world. And I would be taking this on with you to make it something that, um, would be just for the 3,000 refugees. But what this could also be is marketing so that when people see this program that we're doing for the YET Center, um, that could elicit support once they see what we're doing, working on training 300,000 refugees in Kenya. They might hop on board to support the refugee camp. And then if there's anybody else out there trying to use the same telephone idea, it would help them, as well. So I just want to make sure to offer that if that helps what you guys are doing, and then we could work with you to have it available so that the Great Discovery is online, but then we could work in acquiring that laptop and otherwise with devices, like with phones, different things that could be downloaded to the phone. Maybe have an app developed, a phone app to be able to have things on the phone, on devices, on laptops, whatever, even if there's not great data access or maybe zero. Maybe at the moment there's no data available, but they could still have the documents and the reading and the training, play a video or, whatever, have all the things available offline. Does that sound to be on the right track, Kiza?
Yeah, can be good, but uh, I was having that question about the great discovery, how to create that courses. The courses is creating through AI, or you can create your own so that you can put it in the great discovery.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do, Keys, to create documents, photos, graphics, AI. Yeah, it's your creation. And so we'd work together to get it into the format of a course. And with the great discovery takes a payment. So to be a course creator and to use what I showed you, it takes paying for that. So that becomes why I spoke to it that I can co-create this with you because I have an account ready to go. I was showing you I have access to the features. So then that way, none of you have to pay for it. We can do this project through my account and it's already paid for. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. So basically, what I just did there, that since you're all using my account, as we do it, I can show you the screen share. I can take screenshots, whatever, to make sure everything's available on your side. And, and then we can have this all organized for effective training. And then, like I say, that piece could help us acquire more support from all around the world because the Great Discovery is a global platform. It's the world's largest learning platform, so we can get help from all around the world for what we're working on together at the YETC refugee camp and everything we're doing at your location in Kenya.
That is an inspiring sound. And let me know something. So, uh, Telephone is working together with the YTC TV.
You're asking how the telephone would work with YETC TV. Is that the question?
Yes. Is the same program or is different program?
Um, well, let me show you as an example in the last hour. We had from our television network, we had a news crew. So basically, these three guys are television moguls here. We have Jay Stoyan, Eric Zuli, and we have Bilal. They just in this last hour were doing this television program. Now, with our television group, on the refugee camp, are you guys using Franco phones at all? Is that part of the phone technology you're using? Are you using Franco phones, Kiza? Anywhere on the refugee camp?
Yeah, we are using some of the. It's phone or it's what?
Yeah, well, what I'm
Some
saying
of
is
the
that
Samsung.
our television network shows access to Franco phones. So we have it formatted that if refugees on the refugee camp are using a Franco phone, like what I just showed you is formatted accessible to a Francophone as one of the formats and one of the technologies and devices that can handle showing you the television program that I just had on the screen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense once we got that things.
Okay. So Dikla, you momentarily had your hand up. Did you change your mind on what you wanted to say, or do you still have something to say, Dikla?
Yeah, good. I have not changed the mind because when I see our leader Kiza said, it means here we have a true program consecutive. The first one which will be the telephone program, and the second one maybe will be the YTC TV maybe. So that I would like to know: is it a true program or is it one program at the moment?
Yeah, the way I'm hearing it, it's two programs because I'm more learning about the telephone program right now. I'm learning more about that right now. Now, this program here that we're doing right now, I call it telethon. And the telethon comes from the format when you do a television program and then you invite people to contact us on the telephone. So it'd be like, as we're talking now on live stream, I can tell everybody, okay, if you want to support the YETC refugee camp and you want to support everything we're talking about today, make a financial contribution or any support of any kind, you can contact me on my WhatsApp phone. My WhatsApp number is +1 414 514 0186. My name's Kurt Roskoff. Contact me on WhatsApp +1 414 514 0186. Would love to help coordinate the support you have for YETC. And then you also can email me, Kurt, KURT, at spiritofthegame.org. So that's the format of a telethon, that you edutain the audience, and then through having a great program, they learn about the cause that they could support, and then they make a pledge to say, I'll support YETC to $50. I'll support at $500. I'll make a $1,500 contribution. That people are supporting that way. Or somebody might say, I will pledge to send the camp a laptop computer. And then somebody will sponsor getting a computer out to the camp. They'll go ahead and get the air freight on a computer to deliver to the address at the camp, stuff like this. So again, the telephone program, that with all the training and everything, I believe that Kiza, that's a separate program, right? Like, it is two programs, right, Kiza? That the telephone program is something else that you're working on, that you're more telling me how that works. And then we have YETC TV, which is what I'm offering, and that's a separate training, right, Kiza? So we have telephone training and we have television training, right, Kiza? They're separate things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So to give you a little bit more look on the television, I can share my screen again. So now if we keep going with this, we can go to ivodtv.org. So on iVod TV, that's interactive video on demand television. So here we can go to Easy Way TV. So Eric is the gentleman that was in the center of that previous screen. People can come here and click the on-demand video, and it plays iVod TV. We can come over to On the Mark TV, and people are over here and they can click to watch that. We can come over to Nonprofit TV and click to play that. Now, these groups also have IPTV, Internet Protocol Television.
Nakuja sasa. Nakuja, ngoja ngoja. Saa hii tu. Bado dakika 10. Ushasikia njaa? Hawezi kula. Sasa
Declat, do you have that
yeah.
for us? Is your commentary for us, or are you having a conversation just for at your location? Okay. Yeah, I think Declat was trying to talk to somebody else. Um, so here we have the viewer guide, um, for On the Mark TV. And then they have this option here to watch online, and that brings up the viewer. And then we also have nonprofit TV. Oh, yeah, so we have that, but so they must be working on this right now. We just did that news program. But the idea is we have the different places available online to view the programming, and then we have what we're doing right now, which is live streaming to social media. So we're throwing out there a LinkedIn Live. a Facebook Live, a YouTube Live, which is what you're seeing from the Zoom session. Those of us here on the Zoom can see that we're live on YouTube, Instagram Live, and then there's X Spaces, Clubhouse, and so we have all these streaming platforms that we can go out to. And so we have all of our television partners. Again, the IVOD, On the Mark, Nonprofit TV, which a lot of what we're doing here with a telethon and supporting a charitable cause, such as serving refugees at a refugee camp. Everything we're doing is provided as a nonprofit service, no cost to the nonprofit with nonprofit TV. And so we have that adjoined with Spirit of the Game Foundation. So I'm working like I talked to, we're talking about YETC TV. That's the same thing we're doing with Spirit of the Game Foundation. So with Spirit of the Game, Emily and I are operating Spirit of the Game TV. So what we're doing right now is a service of Spirit of the Game TV in support and powered by nonprofit TV and this resource is Zoom. This Zoom account here is paid for by Spirit of the Game Foundation. So that's what we're doing. We're pooling and aggregating all these resources so that when you all come here on the Zoom, you have a wraparound to say, that we have reaches into faith communities, we have reaches to other nonprofits, like well, a lot of you have been experiencing here at Spirit of the Game. For sure, educational, like we're talking about with the training, governmental connections potentially, in terms of that, and then also helping the governance of it all when we get a coalition together. Like in Spirit of the Game, we talk about our impact coalitions and to have a governance around that, how we're all working together. And then, helping everybody be productive members of society. So when you look at 300,000 refugees, how are the refugees looking to do things like entrepreneurialism, developing and delivering products and services, and to be able to have income, to have monetary resource because of an enterprise. And then we look at all the fun things we do in life. So I don't know what all the refugees are doing for fun. I think I saw song and dance, whether there's drama involved, arts and entertainment, and, artwork, drawings, all the things, sports, rec, hobbies, pastime, leisure. My understanding is the camp is contained within a 10 hectare. Is it 10? Yeah, it's 10 hectares, right, Kiza? The property is 10 hectares?
Yeah, 10 hectares is very small. It's like can be
Yeah.
20 or 20 something.
You're saying that 10 hectares is very small. We need about double the space. Is that what you're That's what you're proposing? Is you guys could use another 10 hectares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what we're doing here. So again, we have to focus on the training for the telephone. I'm hearing that between now and a week from now, we could have that pretty well on the ready to strong beginnings. And whatever I can do and Emily can do here to help on your training and get organized to have what I call a Give Me Five program. Give me five refugees, and we'll have a great training for them. And then in terms of advertising, the advertising then is, across the 10 hectares. So I would need some cues and clues. How do we best advertise? Because a lot of that's word of mouth, maybe. Maybe we have, through any art materials, maybe make some posters or flyers to circulate around. So DCLAP puts in the chat, through this program, people can receive important updates, report issues, ask for help, or get information about community activities such as talent development programs, training opportunities, health services, or events. I like the entirety of how that reads. Is Kiza, are you finding that we can commit to that? I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, so Kiza, how are we doing on time? We've been going for quite a while here. We can keep going, but if you guys are getting at the end of your data pack or anything, help me on timing. Where do we want to go from here time-wise?
Yeah. I would like, because uh, on my side, my data is now finished, and I have already get 2 SMS. So maybe we can meet also on Wednesday if you will be available.
Um, so um, so right now we're in this telethon fashion with YouTube and checking Emily. I'm not seeing Emily that you took on a recording, so you're going to be doing the recording tomorrow from the YouTube. Is that your plan?
At the moment, yes.
All right, so Kiza, by this time tomorrow, you should have access from Emily, the recording to the session available to you. But the other thing happening with the recording is what I was showing you with Nonprofit TV and on the Mark TV and so forth. Emily has the cloud service that the recording of this session will be provided to those television networks to share our conversation about our efforts with this telethon, asking for financial and support from items. And so if you all could work on at the refugee camp a documented wish list, including the amount of dollars that your plans include, like is this because what we need to know is like this, like $100,000 endeavor serving 300,000 refugees. Um, DCLAT says, can you please post here in the chat the nonprofit TV link? Well, first of all, there's the link to upload videos. So if people have videos that is wanted out, like to call it over on YETC TV. It'll be done through the services of nonprofit TV, but those videos can be loaded on the link provided in the chat. And then we have the nonprofit TV IPTV page. And then we have the website. Now there's two links there. There's nonprofittvnetwork.org. And when you use that, it really just forwards to nonprofitmediasolutions.org. So I'm going to put that in the chat as well. And then Emily heads up the Facebook page for nonprofit TVs. So there too, if we want to use the Zoom at other times and record a 30-second to 2.5 minute video about anything to do with the refugee camp, Emily can capture those recordings and put those out on the Facebook page immediately, and then also make them available for the YETC TV, facilitated through the services of nonprofit TV. You're welcome, DCLAT. So Kiza, with this format of a telethon, do you have any ideas when you want to have another session like this for telethon format? Like the next African telethon? Do you have any thoughts or do you need to get back to us on that?
Uh, thank you a lot. And I would like to say this is the beginning, and we have to do more and more on that, so that our fellow refugees can benefit about this YTC telephone. I really understand what the telephone is working right now. So it's like a way to raise funds so that people can come and say what they are doing and what they are thinking about their work. So it's the way to raise fund some way. And this is a good project or a good program where we'll go to combinize with YTC TV together. But YTC TV to be starting, we'll be starting with our broken mobile phone, and maybe the challenges can come where to put our recording. And we have to record that time also. We put it directly on YouTube. The problem is the internet also. So we do have an internet which is available right now. We are using data bundle. Maybe you can upload that video and cannot be accessed or cannot be posted because of the insufficient data bundles. And I would like, or I would suggest, maybe we can have some of a small or Wi-Fi router so that can push us on that project we are going to implement right now. And let me know about the NPTV. I was already posting some of the video, but I don't have an access to see it. I don't know if it is that the program you cannot have an access to see the video you're uploading or what.
Yeah, those are things that Emily and I can work on for Ikiza. So Ikiza, definitely keep in touch with Emily and me and use our Calendly link, whatever you want to do, messaging us for when you want to meet next. If you need to drop off, Kiza, because you're at the end of data use or whatever, we understand. But otherwise, I do want to ask Declat. Declat, what did you have for us? You had your hand up before.
Yeah, I have hands up about the small challenges that is disturb AI. So I don't know how can you get a solution to having starting that program because as Kiza said, I said we have a problem of broken devices that cannot upload the video. We have a lack of the internet. You know, if you'd like to upload the video, you should have a stronger internet, maybe a router. We cannot using the data mobile bundles. No, we have these small challenges that is stop us to continue with that program. And I don't know if you can give the small solution for that program. Because even Kiza said he have tried to upload some video I've recorded with his broken telephone, but I've not get it in the YouTube for the lack of the bundle, either the lack of internet. So I don't know if you can get the small even solution for uploading that videos.
Um, well, we can try different things. I mean, I'm trying to think of with bandwidth. Like say Kiza, you were screen sharing right now, and you played the video on the Zoom. The bandwidth allows you to play it through Zoom, but not upload it through YouTube, maybe that could help because if a video is played in this format as a screen sharing system sounds, so we get the sound and the video, the visual video, Emily could record it on her end and upload it to YouTube for you, like she's doing with this. Like this YouTube right now, like right now, we're going out to YouTube. So right now we have a video on YouTube because we're live streaming from this Zoom meeting is going right into YouTube right now. And then tomorrow at this time, Emily's going to be able to go in there and get access to the live stream video that's there right now. She'll be able to download it to her computer tomorrow and take care of it all on her end. So if this Zoom connection works within the bandwidth, we could set up those sessions to run the videos through Zoom, and then Emily captures the recording of the played video, and then we got it on our end, and we got plenty of bandwidth over here.
Yeah, I think that is the way we can work on, and Emily have to show us how we can go on YouTube live or how we can go on LinkedIn live TV, so that maybe we can have an access for the internet once we get it, and we can do it without Emily to be there. And we can upload it and share it with you so that you can see what is the progress in Kakuma refugee camp about the telephone and the YETC television.
Yeah, we definitely can work on all of that. All right, so right now I'll take the indications from all of you. Emily and I are still here at your service. What would we like to do right now between wrapping up, talking, sharing, whatever more we want to do, we can keep going, but I do know we've gone for over a couple hours, so maybe some of you need to go. I'll let you all tell us. How can we help at this point?
Yeah, on myself, I would like to go because my data bundle is now finished. I don't know my full colleagues. Maybe you can still be there. I don't know. Once you have your enough data bundle, I don't know.
For me, I will still to be here till the end of the session because I'd like to know more about this program. Um, Even if it's the beginning, but I'd like to know more about this program. So that's why I said I will be here till the end of this session.
Okay, so
Okay.
Kiza, if you want Emily and I to take it from here, Kiza, you can hop off if you'd like. I welcome that. We can take care of everybody if you'd like. But otherwise the session is over as far as that goes, but Emily and I are still available if you like DCloud, if you want to talk shop a little bit more, we definitely can do that. But I think we're going to go ahead and drop the live stream and say goodbye. And thanks for supporting today's telethon, the African telethon, supporting the YETC refugee camp, serving 300,000 refugees. More to come. We'll be doing more of these telethons in the future in collaboration with Spirit of the Game Foundation, SOTG TV, Nonprofit TV, On the Mark TV, Easy Way TV, the Disability Channel, and more. Emily, anything else on your side? Leave it to you, and you can wrap up the live to your liking. Emily, take it away.
I thank everybody for coming and or tuning in. And as I said before, encourage everybody to check out YETC or donate if you're able, and or be involved in any way you can. So